New documents exposing Obama administration efforts to unmask long before Donald Trump began running for president. The former director of national intelligence, that's right, James Clapper, revised government rules back in 2013, according to John Solomon reporting in The Hill. Clapper made it easier for the executive branch to unmask names of lawmakers for congressional staffers caught up in intelligence intercepts overseas. My next guest says Clapper's revised unmasking rules may have been done for political purposes, not for national security. And that would be a felony. Joining us tonight, Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, great to have you here.
To be with you.
Everyone was talking about the unmasking that was released to so many agencies in the final days of the Obama administration. But this predates that by 3 years.
We didn't know about that until just the past 24 hours.
Right.
So we have the Obama administration dealing with raw intelligence data, transcripts of telephone calls, text messages, and emails, and it doesn't say who's speaking to whom. Suddenly they find out that it's a lot easier for them to find out who's speaking to whom. That's number one that you just talked about with Jim Clapper in 2013.
Right.
Shortly after Donald Trump was elected, probably when Barack Obama and Valerie Jarrett and Susan Rice decided they were going to make life difficult for him. Right. The president asks Loretta Lynch, a fourth person of this in this gaggle, to change the rules about keeping secrets secret. So for generations, going back to 1947, when the CIA was founded, if an intelligence agency gets raw data, they keep it unless it's absolutely necessary to share it with another one. This rule in December of 16, it can all be shared with all 17 intelligence agencies in the executive branch. Within 2 days of that sharing, where did transcripts of the conversations of Mike Flynn and the Russian ambassador show up? The New York Times and the Washington Post.
And there's been no repercussion, no effort accountability whatsoever against the Obama administration, no investigation, not by a sitting Republican attorney general, not by a Republican-led House of Representatives and its respective committees, or the Senate.
I hope that you and I are wrong. I hope that Jeff Sessions ordered the FBI on day one in office to commence an investigation, and they're following the rule, which Jim Comey didn't follow. You don't reveal the existence of an investigation until you indict somebody.
I hope they're following. I'm sorry.
If they are, they're going to go very, very, very high up the totem pole in the Obama administration, because who was probably receiving the tastiest morsels of this raw intelligence data with the unmasking? They all had one boss, Barack Obama.
Like you, I want to believe your scenario above all. But I think also, like you, I'm highly skeptical.
Yes.
And at this point, we have an attorney general who should be making noise.
Yes.
And be holding to account.
Yes.
People in that administration who have attacked and tried to subvert this administration. It should be public. It should be as energetic as any investigation in the country's history.
I know that these investigations take time, but we're now in the 7th month. I would hope that it's well on its way. Not the only way. You talked about Hillary Clinton. I mean, they are not bound. The Sessions Justice Department is not bound by Jim Comey's ill-advised, inappropriate, untoward announcement on July 5, 2016.
Not to investigate Hillary Clinton.
Not to prosecute her.
Right.
They have a tractor trailer, if you print it on paper, load of a file to go through. There is a mountain of evidence of her guilt there.
But overwhelmingly, frustratingly, this administration does not act. The previous administration is at this point getting away with it. And what is more troubling, I think, to most Americans, we're talking about over 12 months investigating President Trump and the Russians without a scintilla of evidence, to repeat. Meanwhile, why would it take 12 months? Why in the world are we wasting taxpayer money and the resources of the FBI? And if they are this clumsy, this inartful, this unproductive, that they can't turn an investigation within a year, they ought to all be fired.
I wish I knew what was there. But when one of the senators asked Chris Wray, who tonight was confirmed by the U.S. Senate, I'm not sure when he's being sworn in, as the director of the FBI, if it was a witch hunt, he said it's not a witch hunt, there's a there there. I don't know what he's seen. He's seen things that you and I haven't seen. But you're right. This has been going on and on.
This is America. We don't take the word of some functionary bureaucrat, because that's what they are.
Yes.
They're not Sherlock Holmes. This is nothing too impressive in the way of the leadership of the FBI. It's rancid, it's ineffective, and they should all, as I said, be replaced. The management of the FBI.
Do you think Jeff Sessions got the message in the past 2 weeks? I would think so. It'd have to be deaf, dumb, and blind not to.
I would hope so, but what the hell is he doing in Guantanamo Bay? What the hell is he doing in El Salvador?
I don't know.
What kind of game is he playing?
I don't know what kind of an image he wants to create by going to Gitmo and El Salvador. But I do hope that those investigations have been ordered and that we get results soon. And in the case of Mrs. Clinton, and in the case of the foundation, they don't have to start a new investigation. They have a mountain of evidence already there.
The management of the FBI is insulting the American people every day this goes on.
It's going to change tomorrow morning or whenever he's sworn in. It may even happen tonight.
The sooner the better.
Yes.
I think is the saying. Real quickly, Ron DeSantis. You've got the Speaker of the House.
You really skewered him, but you're...
I didn't skewer. Don't misunderstand
right. You're
him.
right. You are right.
He wants the right thing.
Yes, he does.
He's a little more damn patient than I like.
Agreed, and he's part of that gaggle of patriots in the House of Representatives that have challenged Paul Ryan. But the House leadership
The hell with challenging him.
The House
Let's change him.
leadership is lame. I agree with you, Lou.
All right.